Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Samantha and I am the Gem Priestess. I'm an energy healer who is here to help you feel comfortable in your own bodies. I'm here to help you guys release any trapped emotions, any trapped memories that are stuck into your body and that are wreaking havoc on you. Whether it is daily, weekly, monthly, annually, sporadically, any, different physical ailments that happen, within our bodies always lead back to emotions. And I am here to help you release those emotions and help you feel great, confident, and comfortable in your own body so that you can feel great, confident, and comfortable in, your daily life and being able to progress more and call in more and have the life that you have always wanted. So at the end of the day, it all starts back with you, how you are feeling, and I'm here to help you figure that out and get going on to the next thing for you. So if you are interested in that, down in the description box will be a link to my website. You guys can click that, check it out, hear from, past clients, how their service went, how I conduct my services, and sign up for an energy healing service of your own. But for today's video, again, talking about those trapped emotions, we are going to be talking about, kind of the good emotions that we want to, emanate, that we want to really call on to, we want to lean on, we want to feel these emotions because they're going to help us feel good in our bodies. Feeling these emotions are going to make sure that our different chakras are working right and are really going to help us to stay high vibrational, high vibe, good vibes so that we can, look good, feel good, and be able to call in all of the good things that this world has to offer. So definitely stick around and stay tuned because today's video is going to be a good one. Alright, so first thing is first, I definitely, if you haven't checked out any of my other videos on, emotions, I definitely just want to do a brief overview on something that I call the emotional ladder. All of the emotions that we experience as a human, I definitely like to put them on a ladder from the highest vibrational to the lowest vibrational, and we are constantly working up towards the highest vibrational emotions because that are going to help us call in the good things. And the more that we are stuck in these lower vibrational emotions, we are going to call in some of the bad things, and a lot of times those bad things do have to, unfortunately our body can suffer the consequences of those, kind of bad negative feelings, those lower vibrations. So working with these lower vibrational emotions is definitely, kind of my expertise and where I, help you guys out. So definitely, if you haven't checked out my video on, the lower vibrational emotions and how those can play a huge part in your body, definitely go ahead and check that out. You don't have to check it out first, but it is definitely a good one. So definitely add that onto your, watch later playlist. But yeah, so today we are definitely going to talk about, these emotions up here that are going to be on the high vibrational side of the ladder, and that, working towards them, how they relate to our different chakras. So you can know like, okay, well, if, these things aren't hurting, if I'm not suffering from headaches, I am definitely noticing that I am feeling more of these emotions, this chakra is working a lot better for me and, is working kind of more how it is supposed to be. So it's definitely just going to help you to kind of know that you are more on the right track and to really kind of help you to know where like, oh, okay, like I can see a difference in this, because I'm feeling this way. And I know, at least for me, that's how I like to know that I'm kind of progressing and moving, is knowing that like, oh my gosh, like, hey, my lower back doesn't work, like it doesn't hurt as it was before, my sacral chakra is really like on it right now, I'm really not feeling this way, I'm feeling more like this. And so it's definitely, it just helps me. So I love to be able to, if there's anyone else out there who thinks like I do, this is definitely going to be for you, and it's definitely going to help to be like, oh, okay, yeah, like I am feeling good, I am feeling these certain ways, and these are really showing, and things are progressing in my body and in my life. All right, so first, we're starting to climb this ladder. We're above neutrality. We are above all of these negative emotions. So the first, emotion that you're going to see is you're going to see or even feel the feeling of acceptance, and that's really going to work with your root chakra. If you guys have seen my other video, you guys know that the root chakra is definitely going to have to dealing with fear and loneliness and isolation, definitely feelings like that. So on the opposite side of neutrality, the opposite side of the ladder, as we're still climbing up and going, is going to be feelings of acceptance. You're definitely going to feel like, yeah, I am afraid of this, but I'm still going to do it anyway. I'm still going to feel good, and I'm still going to accept myself and accept whatever outcome comes from whatever that I'm doing. So you're not stuck behind, oh my gosh, like, oh, I'm feeling this way, oh, I'm so afraid, what if I'm alone? You just accept it for what it is, and it's going to help you to overcome these feelings too. You're not going to worry about being afraid, like, okay, so yeah, I'm afraid, and what? I'm gonna be I'm alone, or I'm afraid of being alone, so what? It's very much that energy of just kind of meeting what is scaring you. I mean, like, okay, so what? And you're gonna notice that things are going to start to feel better, and you're gonna feel more comfortable. We talked about the root chakra deals with your skin, your bones, your joints, stuff like that. So you're gonna notice your body's just genuinely and generally feeling better, because you're just like that, like, okay, yeah, I'm afraid, so what? Like, I'm still gonna do it. It's not gonna hold me back. So very much that emotion, it's gonna start pedaling you up towards this highest vibrational that you want to be, and that we're always striving for. All right, so above the root chakra is going to be, working with your sacral chakra, and it's really going to be, feelings of creativity and passion, and working with that and feeling comfortable in those emotions and in that energy is really going to help you just with everything that if you were having problems with your reproductive organs, your bladder, your hips, anything in that region below your lower belly button has to do with your sacral chakra. So definitely working on that and being comfortable in your creativity and how you create is really going to help with any issues that you're having there. And like I said, you're just going to be it's all about that comfort in these emotions. You're not feeling guilty. You're not feeling like, oh, what if I'm different, what if I'm weird? Very much when we think of when we look at or even think of naturally creative people, they don't really care. They create because they want to. They feel comfortable creating. They don't let that hold them back. So that is definitely very much the energy that does come from really working with your sacral chakra and working through those feelings of guilt and like remorse and stuff like that. It's gonna help you to be more creative and just comfortable and working in that creativity and putting out work that maybe is kind of weird, and that maybe not everyone understands, but it is still going to be for you. And you're like, okay, so what if it's new, if it's weird, if it's never been said before? I'm comfortable and I'm confident in this, and I'm good at creating, and I can continue to create, and it's not going to be this issue for you. And above that is going to be working with your solar plexus chakra, and it's definitely going to be working with your self-esteem, feeling again that comfortable, that confident just in your skin, in who you are, in how you present to the world. You're just like, yep, here I am, take it or leave it, I am doing good. Definitely the solar plexus chakra is all about I call it always the chakra of the self, how we feel about ourselves, our self-esteem, our confidence, our willpower, all of that, just how we are, how we exist, how we feel about ourselves, all comes from that solar plexus chakra. So working with and really feeling comfortable in yourself and your self-esteem, that is really going to help you not have any digestion problems, some back problems, anything, again, kind of in that above the belly button back kind of region is going to be all with the solar plexus chakra. So if you're noticing like, hey, my back isn't that bad today, or hey, like whatever, just stuff like that, stuff working with, you know, your digestive organs, it's all going to be like, hey, like, you know, you can kind of connect that back to, oh my gosh, like I'm feeling really good about myself today, or, you know, I have been feeling really good about myself. And it's going to just lead back to, you know, again, we've worked through that solar plexus chakra problem. We've worked through, you know, that shame, and, you know, we're just confident in ourselves. You know, I use the example in my other video, like, oh, like, I think it was like, oh, we fell off the swings when we were a kid and someone made fun of us. Like, now you're like, oh, okay, like, so I did that and I still went back on the swings. I still go out and try new things because you're just this, like, confident person, and you're really just like, yeah, okay, like, I did that, and that moment doesn't define who I am as a person. I define who I am as a person every single day. Whatever I do, how I wake up, how I, you know, present myself, you know, whatever, that defines me, not this moment that I like held on to when I was a kid. So definitely stuff like that is, you know, really, again, it's just climbing that emotional ladder, getting you into higher and higher vibrational, you know, emotions, and just higher vibrational things, so you can call in other higher vibrational things. And above that on the emotional ladder is going to be working with your throat chakra. So it's really going to be, you know, feelings of like belonging, cooperation, togetherness. You know, the throat chakra is all about communication. So it really is, you know, going to be working with, you know, others, how you communicate with others, how you communicate even to yourself or just, you know, people around you. It's not always, you know, a lot of times people will talk about the throat chakra as, you know, communicating with, you know, like, oh, people at work. It's always, you know, it's even communicating with yourself and knowing, okay, well, how am I feeling? You know, communicating with loved ones, even communicating with your spirit guides is going to be a lot to go on with your throat chakra. So it's definitely good to have that chakra moving and working, and, you know, really feeling that cooperation, that togetherness. And, you know, it's really going to help you if you have any emotions, you know, in your throat, in your mouth, even in your sinuses, just kind of this general area is going to be, you know, with the throat chakra. So if you've noticed, like, oh, you know, like I've been told, like, I have like giant like tonsils or whatever, and like no one ever told me until I turned, I think I was like 19, 20. I went to a new doctor, and he was like, hey, like, you have huge tonsils, has anyone told you that? And I was like, no, I've never heard that in my life. And, you know, he was like, oh, you might be so, like, prone to sore throats. And I was like, no, I'm not. And, you know, the more that I got comfortable in communicating in, you know, how I felt, and, you know, communicating with others, with myself, you know, even communicating more with this, with, you know, my spirit guides, my guardian angels, the universe, you know, I totally don't have, you know, any kind of like throat issues anymore. You know, I don't know if my tonsils are still like huge for, you know, my throat or whatever, but I just know that I don't suffer from any other issues anymore. So that's definitely something that, you know, again, you can work through and, you know, work towards. So if that is something that you do suffer with, definitely working with your throat chakra. I can say, you know, from personal experience, you know, not bashing on doctors, again, not saying that I am a doctor and that doctors do not work, you know, disclaimer, I am not a licensed professional, you know, I am just a girl on her own journey who is here to share some information from other people, you know, to others. So always got to say that, always got to let that be known. But yeah, it is definitely, you know, something that has helped me, so I can, you know, it can definitely help you too. So above that is going to be, you know, working with your heart chakra. That's going to be feelings of, you know, love and acceptance, unconditional love, altruism, you know, very much emotions like that, really truly loving people and, you know, the earth, or, you know, just things around you. Definitely just that love, even that love for yourself is really such a high vibrational emotion that it really can just like take the cake, can really just have all be all, you know, with love. You know, love is one of the highest vibrational things in the universe. So, you know, definitely working on love and working towards love. You know, again, it doesn't have to be love with, you know, a person, with a romantic partner. Again, love with yourself, and just love in general, love for, you know, the people at the grocery store, you know, the guy at the gas station, or, you know, the worker at Starbucks who like always makes your drink right and you just like love her so much. Like, you know, whatever it may be, I definitely have people like that. You know, when I go places, I'm like, oh, I can't go to this place at that time because, like, you know, my person's not there. You know, you have this love, just this innate love to give to kind of the entire world. And so really working with that is going to be, you know, so great, and really practicing that emotion, and those emotions are, and really letting go of those, you know, kind of emotions of just betrayal, and really just kind of that deceit and lies, you know, really, you know, kind of working through those emotions, and really, you know, putting yourself forward and really feeling more confident and comfortable in love is going to make your life, I swear, just so great and so much better. And, you know, working above, you know, unconditional love and your heart chakra is going to be faith and trust. And that definitely has to do with your third eye chakra. And that really kind of houses, you know, just kind of all of this, so, you know, your ears, your eyes, you know, your head, your brain. If you get like migraines, headaches, like all of this stuff is all going to have to do with your third eye chakra. And so really leaning into these feelings of, you know, trust and faith are going to be really great. You know, the third eye chakra really works with kind of your spirituality. And so really being able to trust and have faith in spirituality, in the universe, in God, in, you know, whatever it is you believe in, you know, you're going to notice and see these miracles are happening for you. You know, your life does kind of work like a miracle. It's kind of crazy. Kind of leaning into that. I do that too all the time. So, you know, if, you know, that's something that you haven't experienced, it is kind of a crazy feeling. And if it's something that you have experienced, like, comment down below, let these other people know. Like, it is crazy the feelings that wash over you, but just knowing and having faith and trust, and just putting out what you want, and knowing and having faith and trusting that it's coming back to you like how you want it, or even better than how you want it, like than how you asked for it. Oh my gosh, it is one of the greatest feelings in the world. So I love it. And so I definitely love to teach people to feel confident in that faith and that trust, and really working towards that, and really, you know, moving away from, you know, just kind of that disillusioned, you know, kind of feelings of like unhappiness, and that kind of things like kind of aren't feeling right, aren't looking right, aren't feeling right. You know, that all, you know, comes from a third eye chakra problem. So really moving away from that and into the feelings of, you know, trust and faith, like huge, ultimate, huge, you know, transformation in your life. It feels so amazing. And, you know, like I literally cannot get enough of it, and love being able to share that with so many people. And last but not least is definitely going to deal with emotions with your crown chakra. These are emotions that come straight from the universe, come straight from, you know, source, God, again, whatever it is that you say that you feel comfortable with. They all come from the same thing, and these are feelings of joy, of ecstasy, of gratitude. These are emotions that are truly the, you know, foundation of the universe, foundation of everything, you know, the foundation of us. So definitely being able to, you know, celebrate the things that we are grateful for, you know, our family, the roof over our head, down to the clothes that we're wearing, or even like, oh my gosh, like, you know, whatever, my eyebrows look good today. Like being grateful for, you know, even just small stuff like that, and constantly feeling grateful for what we have, or for the things that are coming, or even just wanting and desiring more. Being grateful for that is going to make a huge difference in your life. You know, feeling joy for the things that, you know, are happening with other people. You know, I talked about in my other video for the lower vibrational emotions, where we can kind of judge others, or even be like, oh, well, why do they have that? Like, I want that, but I don't have that. Like, why? Just kind of having that, you know, kind of not, you know, that kind of funky energy around that is very much like, but the opposite of that, where you do even feel joyful for yourself and for others, and just being able to accept all of these things, and, you know, even for yourself or for others, you know, just being accepting, and, you know, enjoying it, and being grateful for what you have and for even what others have, is truly the top emotions that are going to be really great and really just get you going and really connect you with the universe. So the more that we are comfortable in those emotions, the more even just divine that we are. But that is definitely going to be it for today's video. Definitely, about all of the goods on the, higher vibrational side of, the emotional ladder. So definitely, if you guys have any questions, definitely comment down below, let me know. And then, again, even in that description box will be a link to my website where you guys can check out my energy healing services, and we can really start working together and helping you to move towards these higher vibrational emotions that are going to help you to feel, cool, calm, and confident in your body, in your skin, in your life, and really just help to propel you into the future and into, all of the good stuff that you are wanting from the world. So I cannot wait until I see you guys there. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I enjoyed hanging out with you, and I cannot wait until I see you guys next time. Bye-bye.